Well, I don't really like it. It screws up my practice time, to be honest with you. But you know, it's great to be here, and again, proud of our team, proud of our program, and now you got to go wear it. You know, it's you better stay humble and hungry in this league, or this league will humble you in a hurry. So. I know I'm excited for Jazz and Tiara to be able to experience this. This is really a neat thing for them, and so I'm excited that they're here today and having a chance to do this. Well, I'm obviously very proud of her, but just like I told her, you know, we've talked about. I mean, I want to get the award in March. You know, preseason awards are nice, but all they are is speculation, and it's somebody else's thoughts about you, which is great. She's earned those, and I'm obviously very proud of her. Coach Harris has done a tremendous job developing her, and T's worked extremely hard. And you know, to come off the year she had, averaging 20 points and 18 rebounds in the NCAA tournament, 18 and 14 during the season, 17 and a half and 14 during the SEC. I mean, those numbers are off the chart. And, you know, 29 double-doubles. She's special. And I'm really proud of her. I'm excited about her senior year. I'm anxious to see what that's going to look like. She's going to have to take her game to another level, and you sit there and say, well, how do you do that? She's going to have to do it. She's going to have to do more. She's going to have to take more of a responsibility and a load, and I think she's ready to do that.
Along the same lines, Jazz has played a lot of key minutes for you in the first 3 years. But I'm sure now that you expect her to do some different things, maybe more of some things. What does she really need to do to be the point guard she needs?
I think Jazz will tell you, just take care of the ball and run my team. You know, be accountable for everybody, and you know, it's a tough job. It's a tough position. You know, all those responsibilities come with the position of being a point guard. But you know, I feel so comfortable with her as our point guard. Her and Maya both. Maya has really had a good week of practice, and both those kids, I think, have a real understanding of what it looks like to be the point guard for a Vic Schaefer coach team, and to be accountable and responsible and understand what it takes and what we're looking for is, you know, I think they're both real comfortable with that.
How many shots are they going to have to make to run it?
Well, I think they have to be opportunistic. I think Morgan was opportunistic in her career. JJ was opportunistic in her career. And so some nights it might not be 5 or 6 points, but 9, 10 assists. Other nights it might be 10 or 12 points and 5 assists. But I think you've got to be able to adjust. I think the thing right now that we're seeing is we've played you know, we've had some different combinations out there where Jazz might not be at point. She might be at the 2. And so, boy, that gives you a really fast, quick lineup that you can play. And she's really embraced being over there on the wing a little bit. You know, it takes some of the load off. It just frees you up sometimes to do some other things. And so, you know, I think we've got some flexibility there, which is nice. And gives us another guard in the mix, so to speak, without literally adding a person. So, you know, again, I'm excited about that position for sure. You know, I think she's really anxious. I think she's excited about this season. And again, you're talking about a kid that was, you know, successful in her high school career. Got to sit and watch last year, watch a really good team, watch how those kids perform, those 4 senior guards, and now she's got to be an active participant. I mean, so it's very important. She's a lot like Jazz was in Jazz sophomore year, in that she's going to have to play some meaningful minutes, and it's going to be real important that she can do that. And so we get her ready for this season in the future. Yeah, so we've talked about that. We've been at the cusp 2 years in a row, and but at the end of the day, really for me, it's on my shoulders to get them prepared to get through that last 3 seconds that we were there last year. I'm asked the question all the time, Vic, what's it going to take to get over the hump? Got to coach better, teach better. That's how I feel about it, and that's what me and my staff are doing right now. We really take on that responsibility. It was no different 3 years ago when we got beat 60 in the NCAA tournament by UConn in the Sweet 16. Hey, we put the number 60 everywhere you could possibly go and be, and you know what? That was motivation to coach better, teach better. And those kids embraced that. A year later had an opportunity and embraced that opportunity. So I think for this team, especially for Jordan and Chloe and Jazz and T, they know what it takes. They've been there. They know what it's like. They know what it feels like. And so now their job is to not only do their job, but help those others understand what it takes to get to that moment and get to that point in the season.
If there's a player on the roster who hasn't been talked about a lot, you mentioned Chloe, you mentioned T, you mentioned Jazz, Maya. If there's a player who's kind of flown under the radar and you're hoping, fingers and toes crossed, it's going to play a big role for you, who might that be?
Well, I think you got to throw Jordan in there. We can't. She is really special, and she's really practicing well right now, and I'm really excited about her senior year. She's obviously someone that helped us get to the national championship a year ago. And again, that's a kid that's flexible. You can use her at point or two, but plays much bigger than her size. And so I'm really excited to see Jordan play this year and be that impact player that I knew she was going to be coming out of high school when I tried to get her the first time. And I think she's ready. She's another one that's chomping at the bit, ready to go. Certainly, we've got a couple kids that have transferred in. I think Ann Riel. I mean, she's going to impact our program. There's no question about it. And what she brings to the table from an experience standpoint is, you just can't put a value on. I think what she's really brought to the table that's been so valuable to us right now is just a work ethic every day. She brings it every day. She brings a smile on her face, but she really brings an intangible, a work ethic, a toughness that is really fits our program. So excited about her, and again, that's a new face that you're trying to, really get into your program in a short period of time. Yeah, so you take Tori, Rowe, and Blair out of the equation. Whew, that's 3 kids that shot 40% from 3. I'm not sure we have one that can do that right now. And, everybody's talking about how Tierra and Anriel are the top 2 rebounders in the conference. Well, they're going to get plenty of opportunities to rebound because right now we're building houses with bricks, shooting the basketball. But, I think our kids are working hard at it. And, we've got some kids that and I'm joking because the bottom line is we got some kids that can fill that role. Now, can they fill it to 40%? I think that's still out there. But certainly we have some players that are capable of shooting the ball and shooting it at a high percentage. She's going to have to. Yeah, absolutely. She's going to have to. I tell you the thing about Jordan, she may be the best in my 34 years in coaching at getting to her spot. And she is, I don't care if you're in a zone, man, triangle, and 2, it's hard to keep that kid from getting to where she wants to get to on the floor. Now, she's got to execute and finish. But, boy, she's really good at getting to her spots. So, she's hard to handle. She's really difficult to handle. My challenge is to get her in the right spots where she can get to her spot and get her to finish. So, there has not been, to answer your question, no, there's no answer yet, but we're certainly hopeful to have one here in the next week or so.
And how much would you hope or want to see contributions from players like Jessica, obviously, and Zaria, who are, even though they're young, there are opportunities there for them to get minutes if they do.
Yeah, those two kids probably have the biggest chance to impact our team this year. If they can get themselves, if we can get them ready and they can get acclimated. Really talented kids, great kids too, boy. You talk about two wonderful kids that work hard every day. Again, always smiling, but just they're great kids, and I think that's the challenge with freshmen a lot of times is you got to teach them that, hey, for 2 hours a day, I need you to be a monster. The other 22 hours a day, hey, you can be that sweet, kid, but man, when we step on the court and between the lines, you got to get after it, man. You got to really have a different mentality, and because if you don't, you'll get eaten. This league will absolutely gobble you up. So those two kids can really impact our team this year, and if we can get them prepared and get them ready and get them to understand the importance of, one, taking care of the ball, and two, playing hard. They think they're playing hard until we take them in and show them film, and then they realize, man, I thought I was playing hard, but that doesn't look very good. And that's true with everybody, but that's the thing about film. The film doesn't lie. That's as real as it gets, and so every freshman goes through that. And so our job as coaches is we've got to get them ready and help them to realize that early on that, hey, you think you're running hard, you think you're playing hard. Well, here's what that looks like. What do you think? A lot of times they go, you know what, you're right, and I got to fix that.
Any other questions?
All right, praise the Lord and go Dogs.